of weeks ago. We also, by the way, do have a women's facility run by Terminal 2. We've had for a number of years. Horizon House as well. Crisis. We have actually 2 facilities that do that. Terminal 2 is a helpline, a hotline, 24 hours a day, and also Pullman Access also is 24-hour services. People actually can get pre-screened there who maybe need to be hospitalized because of a high risk, potentially suicidal. Crisis intervention team, and I'm glad Major Bassimi is here. He was working with the board back in 2006, Dennis?
6, 7.
And his primary function was to form the crisis intervention team, which is a training for police, sheriff. It's a mental health awareness and how to deal with people who are having mental health crises. We have over 200 officers trained in Portage County. Because of Dennis's efforts, we have this team has been going since 2006. And we also have since 2008 a crisis intervention team training for educators, which also we get 2 graduate credits from Kent State and Ashland and Hiram as well. We have an incident response team, and these are comprised of therapists from our local agencies that when there's been unfortunately a tragedy, typically a death. It could be a death of a student at a school, it could be death of somebody in the workplace, and people are trying to struggle and deal with the aftermath of that. We have a team that can go out and help talk to people about that, what to expect, some of the normal responses to a traumatic event. And that's accessed, by the way, by calling Town Hall 2, and they can pull together our team. School consultation, it's a service the board's been funding for years through Children's Advantage. There is something flying around here, I think. But this basically services, we're in all the school districts, including Maplewood, providing some pre-screening services to children with parent permission. This way there's no charge to the parent, to the school, but helping to identify kids who may be experiencing behavioral, emotional kinds of problems, and then, if need be, linking them up to appropriate services. We have a mental health diversion program run by Judge Oswick, actually started by Judge Watson a few years ago. And this is for individuals who have mental health issues, have scrapes with the law. They can go into a treatment program, and after 12 months being in the program, their original charges are dismissed. They're off their record. We do not, however, have a specialty court for a drug court. That's one of the missing parts that we have here, as I mentioned before, with our increasing drug overdoses. We feel that's a part of our continuum of care that we really need to focus on, and we've been pushing from our board as well. Detox, we provide some detoxes through facilities outside of Portage. We have no detox facilities in Portage, with the exception, again, of the jail. And unfortunately, if you look at the statistics, they actually detox more people from April to June than we served in the whole year. So we have some issues that we need to address. Unfortunately, our funding has gone down over the years, and we got a little increase last year, and it took most of that away from us this year. But most of our funding, over 2/3 of it, comes from our local levy dollars. And we have 3 levies, and those of you who voted last year in the Portage elections, voted for us, thank you very much, because that's what keeps us going. We have 2 smaller levies that are coming up in the next couple of years. We appreciate your support on those as well. 3 levies altogether, if your house is valued at $100,000, $36 a year, like 10 cents a day. Real bargain. So I'm going to shut up for a second. Oh wait, I forgot. We also do with our CIT an Officer of the Year. And we would have mentioned that because it's Matt Butcher, who is an officer with the Kent Police. So we're going to be recognizing him at our next board meeting, which will be in October. What else have I missed, Amy or Dennis? Okay. Questions? That's what I figured. Everyone, we talk about mental health, and I always have people, they never raise their hand for questions, but I'll be here afterwards. Because sometimes people say, you know, I have this friend or a relative, or finally it's myself, and they'll ask some things. So I do have some business cards. And
have a question.
Yes, Roger. Good. I need a question.
Tell us why Portage County needs a drug court, which they do.
Roger's question is, tell us why Portage County needs a drug court. Very good question. Okay, next question. Oh, I guess I have to answer that one. I think as Major Missimi will agree, right now our jail is overcrowded. Sheriff Doak and company, they have no control over that. Whoever comes into the jail, they have to take. We've been cited, especially on the women's side. And the best we can see is a lot of the people that are getting there are because of drug possession charges. We're not talking trafficking or like serious assaultive offenses. A lot of them are possession or maybe crimes related to maybe stealing to support a habit or whatever. A drug court basically looks at these cases in different ways and really it looks to divert people from jail, from incarceration, getting them into treatment. And because the jail really is not a treatment facility, but it's become our largest treatment facility, and they don't have the resources to do that as well. But we're trying to get people diverted into treatment because we can't arrest our way out of this problem. In fact, the problem is just getting worse. And then we've also saddled people with charges, which then often eliminates them from going into certain careers or losing jobs. And now we've created another layer of problem, as well as getting the jail in trouble because they're overcrowded. So, I don't know if I've answered your question or not, Roger, but we need it, and we need to work. This really has to come from our judges and our prosecutor's office as well. So, we might need your help to lean on some people a little bit. So, other questions? Great. Well, our board meetings are the second Monday of any month. Yeah, of each month at 6:30. It's an open meeting. You're more than welcome to come. So, any questions though, please be in touch. Back to you.